Got to go out there somewhere. That'll do. Mute. I have muted my mic, so you don't have to hear my washing machine in the background, which is now finished. Rory and Theo are watching. You can say hello. They can't talk back to you, but so move around.
Do I have to be fully in this?
Got a new quiz master tonight. If you want to comment on stuff, you need to have a Google account. So you need to sign up for a Google account, which is free, and you can comment, which is what I respond to, because I can't see anything else. I've got nothing else to interact with, so I have to interact with the live chat. If you've got a Google account, then you can log in and you can comment whilst the video is going on. Hot, dude. Are you just going to watch from there? Do you not want to come and do something? Let's get some VR games, man. Right. You just want to do those two each round, Bob, yeah?
Yeah.
2 and 5.
Right, I'll do 2, 5, 6.
2, 5,
6.
What about 2, 5, and 8? Do 3 questions around. You don't want to do a whole round to yourself?
Yeah.
You sure?
Just do 2, 5, 8. Then 3.
2, 5, 8 on each round.
I'll be doing 12 questions. And that's like roughly more than one.
No, more than that.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god.
5,
How much have you done?
2. Maybe. Oh no, you're right that one. Yeah, 2, 5, and 8. You're going to read out each 2, 5, and 8. Trying to share this about on Facebook. I don't know if you'll find it if you search for that.
My internet's like so bad.
That's not how you spell it either. Oh.
Found it.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I don't think the stream numbers are right. We had 55 last week, but I got so many messages.
Grenadier just said, easy question, please.
Oh, is it say 7:30? Is that why? Does the event say 7:30? Wardy's just messaged me and said it's 7:30. The event says.
We made an event.
Does the event say 7:30? No, you can't have that on there, dude, because it will repeat through the thing. No, it's 7.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, no, he. All right. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna go get some to eat.
Dad's in. Dave's back. Drew, Grandad says you have to do all your questions with a stupid accent. Not with the custard cream in your mouth. You're making brews? Cheers, dude. I have taught my son how to make the perfect cuppa. Oh. Masters virtual tournament. I got some amateur. That's not good. Thanks, Paul. 2 off McElroy. God damn it. Right. I think the numbers are... Right, Paul. So what we're going to do, that's worth 12 points because some questions do have like bonus points or 2 answers. Round 3 is history because I know, I think it was Dave's a bit of a history buff, but they're not massively difficult history questions. I made them. Round 4 is TV and film. Round 5 is sport. And then, yeah, we'll go through, probably take a break after round 3. Or maybe in between answering the questions, we'll go through all 5 rounds. Then we'll have a break, and then come back and we'll do the answers. And then it's just a bit of fun, really, for anyone that wanted to take part. We'll get cracking, I guess. If everyone's ready, we've got pen and paper. You have to write the answers down. Obviously, there's quite a few questions, and we'll get cracking. I've got a little helper tonight because he sat off screen last week and then everyone said get him to do some questions. So he's up for doing it, which is good. So he's going to do that. But he's on the most important duty first. He's making another cup of tea. So he's just doing that at the moment. So, but we can get cracking. Do you mind, Drew? All right, we'll get cracking. You can come in on round 2 and ask some questions, yeah? Yeah? All right. Okay. So if anyone honesty scores... There's nothing to play for, so it's not like you need to, you know, maybe a shout out on the Facebook page, but you're only cheating yourself, as they say. Okay, so the first round is science and nature, worth 10 points. Question 1, if you're ready, is in the animated movie Finding Nemo, what kind of fish is Nemo? In the animated movie Finding Nemo, what kind of fish is Nemo?
I'll do two.
You're going to do the second one? Hang on, wait a minute, just give him a minute. So you have to give him time to get the brain ticking. Start nice and easy.
Sorry.
Do you want me to do that one?
I'll do 3.
That says Ariel. You got that one? Yeah? Go on then. Go for it. Question 2.
What is an aerial visible light spectrum more commonly known as?
Well done. Say it again.
What is an aerial visible light spectrum more commonly known as?
Good job. No sugar, thank you. And milk. Very much. And a custard cream will do.
Yeah.
Right. Hopefully you heard that. What is an aerial visible light spectrum more commonly known as?
I don't even know what a light spectrum is.
Well, you wouldn't know the answer then. Question 3. What is the more common name for nitrous oxide? What is the more common name for nitrous oxide? Brew. Cheers, dude. Thank you. Don't forget them custard creams. Good lad. Question 4. What animal's name literally means river horse? Oh, 2 win. Did you make tea? You don't have tea yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Question 4. What animal's name literally means river horse? Don't say the bit in red.
I know.
Just give it a minute though.
Oh.
Comes the dog. Winning. Go for it. Question. We'll say it then.
Question 5. Who wrote the musical Cats?
You have to say it twice. Give it a second and then say it again.
Okay.
Because they might not have heard it first time. And they'll be going, what? What did you say? Go for it.
Who wrote the musical Cats?
Yes, Dave. No one put any guesses on the chat. Although it's pretty quiet tonight. He's got his own. Whoa, careful, not over me, Mac. Jeez. I've got one here. Okay. Question 6. Which bird, famous as a collector, has the Latin name Pika Pika? I know what you're thinking. Which bird, famous as a collector, has the Latin name Pika Pika? Oh, Dunker Biscuit, win.
I need some custard creams.
Question 7. What is the former name of New York? I'm not quite sure how that's science and nature. Oh well. Question 7. What was the former name of New York? A bit of an oversight, that one. That's New York in Amsterdam. In
America.
Looking at my mug in America. Right. Question 8. Ready to do question 8 with a mouthful of custard cream.
Okay.
Custard creams are the best.
Which city was the capital of Australia between 1901 1927.
That's it.
You say that again.
I'm not sure how that's science and nature either, but whoops. Say it again? No, I'll say it right now. You've got a mouthful of biscuit. Which city was the capital of Australia between 1901 to 1927? Yeah, I need to make the link a little bit. I put it on the pages. I put it on the selling pages. I don't quite know what else to do with it, really, to be honest with you. Put it on the Facebook page. I know we got a lot of views of the quiz after we did it last week, which is interesting. Question 9. Which gas makes up over 90% of natural gas? Which gas makes up over 90% of natural gas? And final question for round 1. What is the national bird of France? What is the national bird of France? Gosh, round 1. Science and nature done with a couple of geography questions in there as well. Keeping you on your toes.
Round 2, music.
Music. Okay, round 2, we're into music now. There's 12 points available in this round. Question 1, what is the name of the Blur frontman? What is the name of the Blur frontman? Maybe I could try, actually. Maybe I'll just stream straight to Facebook next time. We'll give it another go. Might just stream straight to Facebook if I can work out how to do it.
Do YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, Gloria, I think a couple of people have said that. I thought this would be the easiest way of doing it, but apparently not. I might try just doing a straight Facebook stream next time and not bother with YouTube. But then you have to have a Facebook account to log in, and I was more worried about people that...
You should do YouTube and Facebook. Remember, get 2 devices, one set up here.
Question 2. That's you. You're going to read question 2? Go for question 2.
What is Californian punk rock band had a hit in a 90s hit with Pretty Fly for a White Guy? I've said that wrong.
That's all right. What Californian punk rock band had a 90s hit with Pretty Fly for a White Guy?
I don't think anybody knows that song.
I bet I do.
Again,
and Uncle Phil's watching. And Uncle Stu. They'll know it. Question. Even Mum knows that one. I might not get this one, though. Question 3. Who had a #1 hit with The One and Only? And I reckon that was 1991, 92. Who had a #1 hit with The One and Only? Question 4. Who has the most UK #1s? Who has the most UK #1s? I'll give you a point for the artist or band, and a point for if you can tell me how many #1s the particular artist or band had. Who has the most UK #1s? Question 5 is over to you, Bob. Go for it.
Bryan Adams holds the record for the most consecutive weeks at #1 in the UK with Everything I Do It For You. But what film was it the title track to?
Well done. Question 5 was Bryan Adams holds the record for the most consecutive weeks at #1 in the UK with Everything I Do It For You. But what film was it the title track to? You seen that? Mrs. Swallow from Mildeen is playing today. She says it's nice to see you, Drew. Oh, you're gonna bashful now.
I remember half the teachers.
Okay, question 6. Who knocked that song off top spot? Everything I Do It For You. Who knocked that song off top spot? Again, 2 points available here. Point for the artist, point for the song.
I swear we just done that.
Oh, Dave's got a service that streams both. Winner. I'll message you, Dave, tomorrow probably. See if we can get some more people doing it.
I'll start reading comments now. So.
Mind you, when I started this up, I didn't think I was going to get more than my own family watching it. So, whatever. Okay, question number 7, round 2. What is the name of the artist who represented the... Start again. What is the name of the artist who represented the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest and also had a #1 hit with Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit? What is the name of the artist who represented the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest and also had a #1 hit with Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit? Question 8 is over to you, Bob. Go for it.
American female artist had a wardrobe malfunction whilst performing with Justin Timberlake at Super Bowl 38 in 2004?
Gave him the wrong question to ask there. Say it again.
What American female artist had a wardrobe malfunction whilst performing with Justin Timberlake at Super Bowl 38 in 2004?
Good job. What American female artist had a wardrobe malfunction whilst performing with Justin Timberlake at Super Bowl 38 in 2004?
That Bryan Adams song almost finished me off. Bonus point for...
Question number 9. The Beatles, All You Need Is Love from the 60s began with what? The Beatles, All You Need Is Love from the 60s began with what? And then question 10, last question for the music round. 1 point available. David Gilmour was the lead guitarist of which 60s band? David Gilmour was the lead guitarist of which 60s band? My Facebook is going nuts. Okay, that's round 2 done. On to round 3, which is history. I wasn't going to put history in, but Dave kept saying about history on Facebook, so I thought I'll do some history questions. I've tried to do them so the ones kind of I know the answers to, and I'm not very good at history, so they're probably quite easy, Dave, and I apologize for that, but we'll go with it. So question 1. This round's worth 10 points. Question 1. What year was the Battle of Hastings? What year was the Battle of Hastings? Question 2.
What age was Queen Elizabeth when she was crowned queen?
Good job. You can come a little bit more central if you want. Say it again.
What age was Queen Elizabeth when she was crowned queen?
Good job. Question 3. Who was the first president of the USA? Who was the first president of the USA? Question 4. What years were World War One between?
That's easy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very easy.
I bet Uncle Stu doesn't know that. What years were World War One between? Question 5. That's you.
2019 film 1917 was a film about World War One, but what was unique about it?
Go for it again.
2019 film 1917 was a film about World War One, but what was unique about it?
2019 film 1917 was about World War One, but what was unique about the film? What's that name there? Look, Graham B. Where's Drew's cup of tea?
Drunk it already.
He's drunk it already. They don't last long, cups of tea with us. All right, where were we? Question 6. During which war did Battle of the Bulge occur?
How is that history?
Because it's about World War One.
But,
I like to mix it up.
but it's about a film.
Yeah, all right. God. You can do questions next time then. Took me ages, these did. During which war did Battle of the Bulge occur? You might know the next one.
Was Henry? No.
You haven't done Tudors yet?
In year 2, but
Oh.
we only made.
You want to have a word with your Mildine teacher, really? That's probably her fault. You don't
We
know
only
about
made
Tudors.
Tudor
then?
houses and set them on fire.
Oh, okay. You set them on fire?
Yeah.
All right.
At school as well.
Okay, question number 7. Who was Henry VIII's first wife? Who was Henry VIII's first wife? You got both granddads
Easy.
watching now. You got Grandad Dog, Grandad Ian, and I think Grandad Martin's watching as well.
Oh, number 8's easy.
You're going to say number 8?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Which country gave the Statue of Liberty to America?
Say again.
Which country gave the Statue of Liberty to America?
Good job.
That was easy.
Is it? You know that one, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that one, actually.
I learnt that year 3.
Oh, year 3. Oh, okay. Smart ass. Okay. Question 9. How long did the 100-year war last? How long did the 100-year war last?
Bet somebody's going to put in 100 years.
And Uncle Trev's glued to it as well. Don't read all of it, though. And question number 10. Which British monarch was on the throne at the beginning of the 20th century? Which British monarch was on the throne at the beginning of the 20th century? That was worth 10 points.
Should have moved to the next page.
Bosh. That was the history round. There you go, Dave. I hope you got all 10 of them right. Should have, because they weren't too difficult. Well, I'm hoping they weren't too difficult anyway. Round 4 is going to be TV and film, worth 11 points.
Should have put the 1917 film in that.
I should have done, yeah. Well, you can do that then next time.
Oh, I'm just smart.
Righto.
What?
Round 4, question number 1, TV and film. Transporter, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch actor Jason Statham once represented Great Britain in the Commonwealth Games, but in what sport? See, that's not a TV and film question now in your book, although it's about a film actor.
I didn't listen to you at all.
You didn't? Oh, you didn't listen to me. Okay. Transporter, Lock, Stock and Snatch actor Jason Statham once represented Great Britain in the Commonwealth Games, but in which sport? That's a good question, that one.
I'm still listening.
I don't know many people will get that one.
Transporter, Lock, Stock and Snatch. I don't even know what.
You can't watch any of those films yet.
I don't care.
They're a bit old for you. Okay. Not Pokemon. Question 2, go on then.
Sunny.
You do question number 2.
Who was the female lead role in Kill Bill?
Good job. Say again?
Who was the female lead role in Kill Bill?
Good film, that. You can't watch that one either.
I don't want to.
It's a good film. Watch it one day when you're older. Question number 3. What film did Leonardo DiCaprio finally win an Oscar for? Undeserved Oscar, but you got the Oscar in my book. What film did Leonardo DiCaprio finally win an Oscar for? No, we only bought them yesterday. Got to save them. I don't want to go back to the shops.
Like 50.
Got to stay in. Look, it says there, stay at home. Got to stay in. Don't want to go out.
Oh, Tiptree.
Question number 4. Anthony Dalton featured as James Bond in which 2 James Bond films? 1 point for each. Anthony Dalton featured as James Bond in which 2 Bond films? Actually, one of these is my favourite Bond film, and I actually like Timothy Dalton as a Bond. Controversial, but I like him.
This is me up.
This is you up, not just yet though. Just give it a second, because you've got 2 answers to that one. They get a point for each. I reckon everyone will get 1, but maybe not the second one. Don't say it out though.
I knew number 5.
That's my favourite one.
Number
One of
5.
my favourite Bonds.
Number 5. Yeah.
You knew that one, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go on then, read it out.
What year was the first Star Wars film?
Released. Probably could have put on there.
You wrote them.
I did, yeah. Say
What
again.
year was the first Star Wars film released?
Good. I like how you. What year was the first Star Wars film released? That's a tough one. Next one's a tough one.
Oh, what, the Star Wars one?
No, not that one.
Oh.
Question number 6. Round 4. Question number 6. How many episodes in total were there of Game of Thrones? How many episodes in total of Game of Thrones? Too many. A little bit disappointed with the last season, but was good. Was not too many. Should have been more. Question number 7. Who played Sam Malone in Cheers and also Michael in The Good Place? Eva, you should get that one. Question number 7. Who played Sam Malone in Cheers and also Michael in The Good Place? If you haven't seen Good Place yet, it's on Netflix and it's all right. First season's good. Second season was all right. And it got a little bit slow after that, a bit boring, but it's worth watching. Question number 8.
What does that say?
As an NTA. That's like, okay.
How many times have Ant and Dec won an NTA for Best Presenters?
Good job.
I know, good. They do I'm a Celebrity.
Say it again. Say again.
How many times have Ant and Dec won an NTA for Best Presenters?
Yeah, you like I'm a Celeb, don't you?
Yeah.
And then Saturday Night Takeaway.
Yeah.
And they do X Factor. Do they do X Factor?
Yeah.
What? Custard cream on your face.
We're going to get
They
another
do
one.
X Factor. No, you can't get another one. Go on in, go and get one more. I won't have one. Go. Question number 9. When did Sue Barker take over as the host of Question of Sport? Hi, Ben. When did Sue Barker take over the host of Question of Sport? What was question 4? Question 4. Anthony Dalton featured as James Bond in which 2 Bond films? And last question for round 4, TV and film. Did I Make the Most of Loving You was the theme song to which TV series? Did I Make the Most of Loving You was the theme song to which TV series? Oh, did I say? Oh, I did say Anthony. Timothy Dalton. Stop it. Why did I write that down as Anthony? Timothy Dalton. My bad. Didn't think that sounded right. Timothy Dalton featured as James Bond in which 2 Bond films? That was question 4, Ev. Does anyone need any questions repeating?
I'll do 5. I'll do 2. Dad. I'll do 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From that. I don't want to do the big one.
Round number 5. Huh? Oh, number 10. Sorry. Number 10. Did I Make the Most of Loving You was the theme song to which TV series? Question 10. Did I Make the Most of Loving You was the theme song to which TV series? So you'll go back through the questions when we do the answers. So if you have missed any, you'll have a brief second to try and answer them when I'm doing the answers. Round 5 is sport, my favourite round, best to last. Save the best to last. There is a golf one. Yes, there is a golf one, obviously.
Point to it.
Huh? Here, number 4. Okay, question 1. This round is worth 13 points. In what sport would you associate pass interference, encroachment, and a low snap? Question 1. In what sport would you associate pass interference, encroachment, and a low snap?
Spelled that wrong.
Oh yeah, I got the N in U.
I was like, it bounds.
I'll get you to do the questions next time. I think you're obviously going to be better at it than I am. Email from Palace. Question number 2. Go for it.
What English football stadium is the highest above sea level? Bonus point for the team that play there.
Bosh. Go for it again.
What English football stadium is the highest above sea level? Bonus point for the team that play there.
Correct. What English football stadium is the highest above sea level? I'm looking for the stadium name, but I think if you've got that, then you probably know who plays there. It's worth 2 points.
Once we do 5, I'm on to 9.
You're going to do a few in a row, are you?
Yeah.
And now you're disappearing off. All right. Question number 3. Which Australian bowler took a hat-trick of wickets in the first test of the 2010 Ashes series? Question 3. Which Australian bowler took a hat-trick of wickets in the first test of the 2010 Ashes series? Who got you that shirt? Was it Nan and Grandad Dog?
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's watching. Grandad's watching. Question number 4. The golf one. Do you want to say the golf one?
Yes.
Go on, you say the golf one.
Who won the US Masters in 2018?
Say again?
Who won the US Masters in 2018?
Who won the US Masters in 2018? That should have been on. I should be sitting watching this par 3 tournament right now.
Wait, over there. Wait.
It's cancelled. There's going to be. They've rescheduled it for the second week of November.
Did you get tickets?
No, it's in Augusta. It's in America.
Oh.
I'll go one day. Not with you, but I'll go.
I'm writing this again.
Question number 5. You gonna do that one?
Who were the 3 British athletes who all won gold on Super Saturday in London 2010?
No, 2012. That's supposed to be.
2012.
2012. Who were the 3 British athletes who all won gold on Super Saturday in London 2012? 1 point for each.
Motorsport.
Always motorsport with Grandad. He knows nothing about anything else.
Did you put any in there?
Yes, the last question, actually.
Oh, it's like a riddle.
Question number 6. In football, who broke the world transfer record in 1996 when he was signed for 15 million? In football, who broke the world transfer record in 1996 when he was signed for 15 million? Small change nowadays, probably worth 10 times that now.
I'll do 8.
You're going to do 8 and 9, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no one's going to be amazed if anyone gets that right. Didn't have any Morse code questions this week, but this next one's tough as well. Question number 7. How many points is required for a win in association croquet?
What is a croquet?
Oh, man. What a
croquet?
stinker. How many points is required for a win in association croquet? I'd love to know if anyone gets that right. That's the Morse code question this week for me. Hang on. This is Uncle Stu with his pink eye. Go on then, you do question 8.
Who ran the first 4-minute mile? Who ran the first 4-minute mile? Wait. Is the name in 9? Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. All right. Got it?
Yeah.
Go for it. Shoot.
How many rounds did it take Mike Tyson to finish off Frank Bruno in Las Vegas, 1989?
Good job.
Said the answer. That's hard.
How many rounds did it take Mike Tyson to finish off Frank Bruno in Las Vegas in 1989? I'm going to draw something on your shirt.
You can draw a pop quiz on my shirt.
Pop quiz.
You need to turn it on.
I need to turn it on. Right, let me just read this one out, and then we'll do it, and then I'll do it. Okay, last question of this week's quiz. Question 10. Who am I? I was born in Blackburn in 1965. I won 3 TT races in the early stages of my career and held the lap record for the Isle of Man TT for 8 years. I had a short stint in MotoGP, but most people will know me for winning the World Superbike Championship 4 times on a Ducati. Who am I? Say it again. I was born in Blackburn in 1965. I won 3 TT races in the early stages of my career and held the lap record for the Isle of Man TT for 8 years. I had a short stint in MotoGP, but most people will know me for winning the World Superbike Championship 4 times on a Ducati. Who am I? Stand, come a bit closer.
Comes out clearer.
Yeah, you have to push on it, don't you? There you go. Show it to the screen. See if it pops up on the screen. Yeah.
It's not clear, but
Cool. Does anyone need any questions repeated from any of the rounds?
sport round question 5 and 6.
Sport round question 5 and 6 for Paul. So question 5 was, who were the 3 British athletes who all won gold on Super Saturday in London 2012? 1 point for each. And question 6 is, in football, who broke the world transfer record in 1996 when he was signed for 15 million?
3 on sport.
3 on sport was Dave. Oh, that's a toughie.
Which Australian bowler took a hat-trick of wickets in the first test of the 2010 Ashes team
Series. Series.
Oh.
Which Australian bowler took a hat-trick of wickets in the first test of the 2010 Ashes series?
I'm looking at that. My reading is so bad.
Bosh.
How long have we been doing this for? 57 minutes.
Been live for almost an hour now.
Been on this camera for an hour.
Been on it for an hour.
Too much.
Shall we go straight into answers? Do you want to go and make a cup of tea, or are we good?
We're good.
We're good. 7:45. Yeah, we're good. We'll go straight into answers then in that case. Right. So, round 1 was science and nature. It was worth 10 points. The first question, in the animated movie Finding Nemo, what kind of fish is Nemo? He is a
clownfish.
He's a clownfish. Correct.
If you didn't get that, you've missed out on your childhood.
But they might not have been around. They might have not been a child when that was out.
A child?
Yeah.
Oh,
They might not have been out. They might not have watched it.
oh, have you?
Question number 2. What is an aerial visible light spectrum, more commonly known as? And it is a
rainbow.
A rainbow. A rainbow. Answer was on the wall. If you didn't get it right. Question number 3 was, what is the more common name for nitrous oxide? Something we all need a little bit of at the moment to see us through these crappy times is
laughing gas.
Laughing gas.
Oh, river horse, God's sake.
Number 4. Which animal's name literally means river horse?
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Correct. Question 5. Who wrote the musical Cats? Who wrote the musical Cats? And the answer is
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Andrew Lloyd Webber. He writes all the plays. That's all he does.
I thought that was Pikachu when you first said it.
Pikachu.
Pika.
Question number 6. Which bird, famous as a collector, has the Latin name Pika Pika?
It is not Pikachu. It is a magpie.
A magpie. A magpie is called a Pika Pika in Latin. Number 7. What was the former name of New York? I actually gave you the answer to this. It wasn't because I read my mug. It's because I read the paper. It was actually called New Amsterdam. Believe it or not.
I also made a better Amsterdam.
I gave the answer away to that. It was amateurish.
Amsterdam.
I don't know. Amsterdam. Question number 8. Which city was the capital of Australia between 1901 and 1927? It is
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Correct. Bosh. Question number 9 was which gas makes up over 90% of natural gas?
Methane.
Methane. Methane. That's what comes out of your bum. And then question 10, last one on science and nature, was what is the national bird of France? It's actually the Gallic rooster. The Gallic rooster. Everyone else, well, I suppose a cockerel, rooster, kind of the same thing. But no, it's the Gallic rooster. Yeah, she should do. She lives in France.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Right. Round 2. We heard that. We heard that. We heard that. Oh. Round number 2. Music. Question number 1. What is the name of the Blur frontman? It is
Damon Albarn.
Damon Albarn.
Oh,
Damon Albarn. He went to school around here somewhere. I think he lived in Copford or something like that.
Wait, is he famous?
Yeah. You know Blur?
No, I don't.
All right, I'll put some Blur on in a minute for you.
What?
Question number 2. What Californian punk rock band had a 90s hit with Pretty Fly for a White Guy?
Where are we?
Number 2.
The Offspring.
The Offspring. The Offspring. Question number 3. Who had a number 1 hit with The One and Only? Oh, look, Crystal says he lived in Stanway. There you go. Damon Albarn. Because he went to school with my old boss, Steve. They were friends at school. Yeah, go for it. Give the answer.
Number 3 is Chesney Hawkes.
Who had a number 1 hit with The One and Only? It was Chesney Hawkes. It's a tune. Question number 4. Who has the most UK number 1s? Bonus point for how many this person had. It was
Elvis with 21.
Elvis with 21. You know who Elvis is?
Ukulele player?
A ukulele player. You probably could play the ukulele.
I don't know.
Question number 5. Bryan Adams holds the record for the most consecutive weeks at number 1 in the UK with Everything I Do It For You. But what film was it the title track to?
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Good job.
One of my favourite Robin Hood films.
That's a good film, that.
Oh, my favourite.
Question number 6. Who knocked that song off top spot? So who knocked Everything I Do It For You off of top spot? Tough one, this. It was U2, and the song was called
The Fly.
The Fly.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that one is either. U2, not for me.
Oh my God, how big is it?
Question number 7. What is the name of the artist who represented the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest and also had a number 1 hit with Ooh Ah Just a Little Bit?
Gina G.
Gina G. Gina G.
Gina.
Question 8. What American female artist had a wardrobe malfunction whilst performing with Justin Timberlake at Super Bowl 38 in 2004? It was
Janet Jackson.
Who's Janet Jackson?
Don't have a clue.
Michael Jackson's sister. There you go. You've learned something else today.
Is she still alive?
She is still alive, yeah,
Oh my god.
I think. Question number 9. The Beatles, All You Need Is Love, began with what? It began with the French national anthem. I haven't clarified that. I stole that question, to be honest with you. I should have listened to it.
I'll say this.
Dave got that question right, crikey.
David Gilmour was the lead guitarist for which 60s band? Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. Grandad Francis, one of Grandad Francis' favourite bands. Round number 3 was history. Sorry, that's music round was worth 12 points. I will be asking for scores and I'll put them up on the page, see how everyone did. I think 43 was the winner last week. I don't know how many points are available today. I have to count them up. We'll do it after. Question round 3 was history, worth 10 points. Question 1, what year was the Battle of Hastings?
1066.
1066.
1066.
Yeah, 1066.
I don't know my history.
You said it right.
Battle of Hastings wasn't
1066.
Battle of Hastings wasn't in Hastings, was it? I don't know.
Question 2. You'll have to check that now. I can't remember.
My teacher told me.
Question 2. What age was Queen Elizabeth when she was crowned queen?
25.
25.
Young.
Mum got that wrong by the sounds of it. She put 21.
Oh.
Question number 3. Who was the first president of the USA?
George Washington.
George Washington. Yes. Bosh. George Washington. You knew that though, didn't you? Apparently.
No.
Oh, you didn't know that one.
I didn't know that one.
Question number 4.
What is that one? What years were World War One?
Bingo. And they
Easy.
were. Go on then.
1914 to 1918.
Question 5. 2019 film 1917 was about World War One, but what was unique about it?
It was filmed as though it was one shot throughout.
Yes. So it's one continuous shot. Obviously it wasn't.
Like
they filmed it so it was like one continuous shot from start to finish. It's pretty clever. Haven't seen it yet, but we need to see it.
So like
Question
complete round.
Yeah, so it's like from start to finish was just one continuous shot. Like this is one thing.
Right.
Question 6. During which war did the Battle of the Bulge occur?
World War Two.
World War Two.
I was going to say WWE.
WWE. Question 7. Who was Henry VIII's first wife?
Catherine of Aragon.
Catherine of Aragon. Yes. Question 8. You knew the answer to this one.
Which country gave the Statue of Liberty to America? France.
France. You got it right. I've got quite a few French things in here, haven't I? I love France. Right. Question 9. How long did the 100-Year War last? Uncle Trev messaged about this one. He thinks it's 100 years. But it's not. It's a trick. It's a trick question. What's the answer?
116 years.
116 years.
I don't know why it's called a 100-year war. Maybe it's because it's the longest.
Something for us to look into then tomorrow. It gives us something to do tomorrow, doesn't it? Do a bit of a history lesson. Question number 10. Which British monarch was on the throne at the beginning of the 20th century?
Queen Victoria.
Bingo. Bosh.
Right.
That was history out of the way. I loved history at school, but I'm absolutely rubbish at it. Right. Round number 4 was TV and film. And the first question was, Transporter, Lock, Stock and Snatch actor Jason Statham once represented Great Britain in the Commonwealth Games, but in what sport? It was...
Diving.
Diving. Not Raheem Sterling diving, but actual properly diving off a board and then twist and turn.
Are you sure it's not Mo Salah diving?
Well, yeah, and Mo Salah's dad a dive at Celeste. I don't know that much. Question number 2. Who was the female lead role in Kill Bill? That was the tall blonde Uma Thurman.
It was not Uma.
Uma.
I
Uma
thought it would
Thurman.
be Uma.
Uma Thurman. Question number 3. What film did Leonardo DiCaprio finally win an Oscar for? He shouldn't have got an Oscar for it because I didn't think it was very good, but it was
Revenant.
The Revenant. The Revenant. He gets attacked by... Oh, no, I won't say it, actually, because you might not have seen it.
I don't care.
Don't want to have a spoiler. And then for some reason I said Anthony Dalton, which is a different actor altogether. Timothy Dalton featured as James Bond in which 2 Bond films? 1 point for each. Was
I'll say this.
Go on then.
License to Kill and Living Daylights.
The License to Kill and Living Daylights. Question 5.
I want to say this all
Go on
together.
then. He loves Star Wars.
What year was the first Star Wars film released? 1977.
Gosh, 1977. Is it the best Star Wars film?
Nah.
No? Which is the
Rise
best?
of Skywalker.
Rise of the
Rey gets
Skywalker. What, the new one?
Yeah.
Don't give it away. Don't, because people might not have seen it yet. You can't give spoilers away.
Well, I can tell Trev.
You could tell, yeah, but there's other people other than Trev watching here. Don't tell Trev because I haven't given him any money for tickets yet. Question number 6. How many episodes were there in total of Game of Thrones?
73.
73. What did you put? You didn't put anything. 73.
A lot.
Should have been about another 20, I reckon, but whatever. Question number 7. Who played Sam Malone in Cheers and also Michael in The Good Place? His name is...
Where is that? You can
this
say.
one here.
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson, yeah. Question 8 was, how many times have Ant and Dec won an NTA award for the best presenters? I believe they've won this 19 times, and I think they've won it 19 times in a row, but I couldn't verify that, so I didn't say it.
Yeah, they're very famous.
They're famous, but
they're funny.
They're funny. They are funny, yeah. A bit like you, really. You're quite funny at times. At times. When did Sue Barker take over as host of Question of Sport? She's been doing that for ages.
1997.
1997. Ages. There's only been 3 presenters of Question of Sport. That might be a question next week. Question number 10. Did I Make the Most of Loving You was the theme song to which TV series?
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey.
But literally says, oh.
No, there's no W there. You're really wrong. Almost.
I thought you said bad spellings.
About my bad spellings.
You said bonus wrong.
Bonus wrong. Okay, all right. Into the sport round.
You can't even get a name correct.
Oh, all right then.
And they're 2 completely different actors.
Oh dear, someone take him away. Question 1, round 5. In what sport would you associate pass interference, encroachment, and a low snap? In what sport would you associate pass interference, encroachment, and a low snap?
American football.
American football.
NFL.
Question number 2. What English football stadium is the highest above sea level? A bonus point for the team that play there.
The Hawthorns, West Bromwich Albion.
The Hawthorns, West Bromwich Albion. I know we've got some West Brom fans in the village because I do their carpets.
For an hour.
I do their carpets. Right, question number 3. Which Australian bowler took a hat-trick of wickets in the first test of the 2010 Ashes series? Really tough one, this, I think, but it was...
Peter Siddle.
Peter Siddle. Question number 4. Who won the US Masters in 2018?
Sergio Garcia.
Sergio Garcia.
I've heard of him.
You have heard of him. I know.
Golfer.
Yeah, he's a good golfer, yeah. Yeah, he's a good golfer.
Like 5 times better than you.
5 times better than me. I think a bit more than that.
A billion?
A bit more than that. Question number 5. Who were the 3 British athletes who all won gold on Super Saturday in London 2012? 1 point for each. We have
Jessica Ennis-Hill,
Jessica Ennis-Hill,
Greg Rutherford, and Mo Farah.
Mo Farah. Jessica Ennis-Hill won the heptathlon. I think heptathlon. Greg Rutherford was triple jump or long jump. Well, I think it's triple jump. And then Mo Farah does long distance. He wins things left, right, and centre. 1 point for each there. Question number 6. In football, who broke the world transfer record in 1996 when he was signed for 15 million? It was
Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer. Who did he sign for? You won't know.
Manu.
No, Newcastle. Went from Blackburn to Newcastle. Question number 7. How many points is required for a win in association croquet? I'd love to see if someone gets this right. How many is it?
26.
26. Number 8. Who ran the first 4-minute mile? That's an easy one.
Sir Roger Bannister.
Correct. Sir Roger Bannister. 4 minutes to run a mile. That's like running
must be
a long way.
Worn out.
A long way. So yeah, it is. Yeah, I reckon 4 minutes tough.
I can't even go half a mile.
I know. Yeah. Question number 9. How many rounds did it take Mike Tyson to finish off Frank Bruno in Las Vegas 1989?
5.
Fifth round knockout. And the final question, question 10. Who am I? I was born in Blackburn in 1965. I won 3 TT races in the early stages of my career and held the lap record for the Isle of Man TT for 8 years. I had a short stint in MotoGP, but most people will know me for winning the World Superbike Championship 4 times on a Ducati. His name was, that last one was for Grandad Ian. His name was
Fogarty.
Carl Fogarty, the legend that is
Trying to do
the sportsman of my childhood.
Trying to find out how old he is.
How old he is?
Yeah.
He's old. Doesn't race anymore. Right. That's all of them. If anybody needs any answers redone, how many points is it worth this week? 32 on that page.
He's 55 years old.
55. 43. 56 points this week. 56 points.
If anybody gets
Grandad says long jump. Rutherford was long jump. He was ginger.
What?
Tall ginger bloke.
If anybody gets 50, I'll be shocked.
I think that'd be interesting to see what people got. Put your answers up in the chat or post on Facebook.
Put them in chat.
I need more people to share it. I'll do another one next week. I'll organise another one for next Wednesday. I wanted to take it away from the NHS clap thing because I didn't want it to get in the way of that. That's a lot more important than what we're doing. So we moved it to Wednesday. I've had a few messages that people didn't know that it was tonight. I don't know how else to make it more obvious around Facebook.
Grandad got 12.5.
Grandad got 12.5.
Okay.
That's not very good.
I think he did the 2-point ones. You get 1 point.
Oh, but you got more than 12.5. I reckon he's pulling your leg. So yeah, once I put it up as an event, if you could share it around, great. We'll give it another week or so, see if it keeps its popularity. But if not, then won't waste anyone's time. But yeah, if you can put some results up of how many you got.
Naff. Well done, great fun, harder than the chase. We got harder 36. Than the chase.
36. Tim Weymouth got 36.
Impressive.
I'm going to write this down because I give everyone a shout out on the Facebook page. Tim Weymouth, 36. So what's that? 20 wrong, did we say? 56. So 36. Well done. Crystal got 37.
More
awesome.
Custard creams.
Dave, more custard creams. Yeah, we'll make sure there's more custard creams next week.
We'll get 5.
And I'll give you a message tomorrow, Dave, and we'll see if we can stream it to both a little bit easier.
What, we're doing another one tomorrow?
No. I'll message Dave and then we'll do one next week. Gave myself 12.5 for the Carl Fogarty one.
Crystal got 37.
Crystal got 37, so we can
one more than Tim.
Crystal did well last week as well. Crystal.
I gave myself 12.5 for the Carl Fogarty one. I got 12.5 points for that.
What was Crystal's surname? Wadsworth. Okay, Wadsworth. 37. Cool beans.
What's
If
the
you've got
hardest
any better than 37, let us know on the Facebook page, and I can put you up.
The comments inspire me to run.
Tim's going to do one for his company tomorrow night. Tim, drop us a link. We can share it on the Facebook page if you want to do one tomorrow night, mate, and we'll come and do it because we've got nothing else to do with our time other than practice my chipping in the back garden, hitting balls into the net.
Paul got 25.
Watching reruns of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, playing Xbox, and baking. Doing a lot of baking at the moment.
I shouldn't be watching.
I baked a cake today. I baked a banana loaf today and cooked.
Do you want some?
I cooked a chili. No, I don't want. What else did I make this morning? Oh, I made cauliflower soup, didn't I? Cauliflower cheese soup. It was a win. Yeah. Yeah, I missed my vacation in life. I think should have been a cook. Yeah, Paul, we'll get that on that next week, fella. We'll get it streaming on Facebook if we can with Dave's help.
36.
Tom got 36 from the UCL crew. Rubbish,
Well done.
Tom. Rubbish. One off the pace, as always. Grandad says stay safe. And say goodbye to Grandad Ian.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope you read that correctly.
Tom Olney, 36. 36.
You didn't write it down, so I did.
Oh, okay.
Some kind.
We got.
Alright, yes, please share link for any.
We'll have to see if anyone messages us with more answers. Right, we'll do another one next week. Thanks for your time, guys. Hope it wasted a bit of time, wasted our time a little bit. That's why we're doing it, essentially.
I'll be on next time.
You'll be on next time? You're going to say your wife, wave bye?
Bye. Have fun.
Take care, guys. Stay at home. See you soon.